his family on, no, sorry, 24, as of 24 to 12 a.m., p.m., whatever, don't care, on Saturday, 13th of August 2023. I'm just playing Saints Row. Then Mom's car pulls up Saturday, stopping to get. So I pause the game, get dressed, go out. And usually I'm the last one to help because I need to, get dressed and go downstairs where my dad just needs to sit up and get out. Or sit up, put on Crocs and get out. But his Crocs are right next to where he's sitting, so so he's like, yeah, to me. When he really needs to shut up and just learn his place. But today, no, he just sat there looking like he's in a coma. Not moving, not breathing, eyes are still, not blinking, sitting up straight. Well, as straight as he can be because he's a big fat bastard. But looking like he's dead. And all three of us had to tell him to get up and he still wouldn't move. But I went out, picked up a bag, went to put it in, but my mum saw me and went, "No, that's Granny's bag, put it down, put it down, put it down," before I could even get a chance to, figure out what she was saying. As if it was my fault and I was committing terrorism. And then my brother overreacts because he was out training or whatever. I don't know. Like, screaming. I can't even get, a video as an example of what he was like, but his screaming is the same, so it's typical. Like, get out, no! So I said, screw it. See, since the three of you are going to treat me like a prick, I'm not helping. And then I was like, where's Dylan? He's upstairs because he's so lazy. And went back to playing. Brother came up with his brother's Xbox, brother's room now. Only I can't tell he was angry about the cry, but I really don't care. I expected him to say, "Oh, cheers for helping." And my response to that would have been like, this is the last bit of freedom that I'm ever going to have in my for the rest of my life. I'm going to spend it doing whatever the hell I want. Even though I'm not free at all. Also, this really pissed me off, the fact that I've recorded a video at 11 o'clock. Not the fact that, I'm busy at 11 o'clock or something like that. But I like recording the videos at just after dinner. Because, anything I'll have done after dinner, there's no point in making a video about it until the next day. Like, the Gold Black review. The problem with doing after dinner is that usually my stomach will straight to rumble because I've just ate. Anyway, Gold Black. Universally Positive Rating, CBS original series, watched on Disney Plus. Rob Lowe. Cameron Boyce. Chris Williams. Kevin Dunn. It's good. Oh, and Annie Wishling as well. I stopped watching medical dramas for a couple of years because I watched the first episode of House, and it was good, but it's just disgusting. I can watch someone be violently mutilated and have no problem with it, but the surgery, nah. But this This was fine. Maybe it's just house and house's style that I can't deal with. So I'm back in the. Anyway, and it wasn't just that. My mum showed me a clip from Grey's Anatomy of a leech. I think it was a leech caught in someone's throat, and they had to pull it out. I don't remember. This was years ago, but I'm back in the medical dramas fine. This is DMs as of 19 to 12. So Glaxus got DMs on the 4th of August. Sent them a video by the Foundation of Economic Education as one of their out of frame shorts, saying that Paw Patrol, the movie, is the most libertarian movie ever. And I sent that to him saying, and you didn't believe me, and I said that because I was talking about it in form class in year 4, and they're like, Paw Patrol will never be based. Anyway, he sends a shocked emoji and then saying, it's my birthday tomorrow. I said, nice, any plans? This was at 5 past 10 p.m. And then at 25 minutes past midnight, I said, happy birthday. He said, thank you, Hammy. Kissing emoji. Not even my dad said happy birthday to me. Must mean you love me. Yesterday. I feel like yesterday. A guy who calls himself Dave on Instagram said to me, I hear you've been playing a bit of Sea of Thieves. How's that going, pal? I feel like, I know he hasn't changed his real name to Dave just to trick me, but I feel like he's using the fact that he has his real name, something that isn't his real name, to trick me. Or just, I just don't read his username, so I feel like his username is right there. Like, I can tell who it is, and I know that this man hates me. Because he's an asshole, and he's incorrect when it comes to stuff like Last of Us 2. Now you know who I'm talking about. And, I mean, if he were actually paying attention to some of the stuff I say to him, then he would know that I don't play Sea of Thieves, because I just don't play multiplayer games other than Siege. And bit of Fall Guys, bit of For Honor, but I haven't played For Honor in about 2 years. Anyway, I replied, my brother plays it, not me. He replies, crap. I replied with a L GIF. I screenshot of the conversation, sent it to Jack. Oh, and I also said happy birthday to Jack on his birthday, and he replied, thank you, King, or crying emoji. Anyway, sent a screenshot of the conversation to Jack, saying, what a clown. Jack said, he's actually retarded. Can't blame him. He's blue pilled after all. Yeah. Jessica, I think I call her. 1st of August, when it was announced that season 9 of The Flash would be the last one, because Discovery are a bunch of bastards. Put that in my story. Jessica replied with a shocked emoji. On Monday she said, hey, worried emoji. I said, hi. She replies with a Minions wedding ring box. Anyway, that's Twitter as of 13 to 12. Manipulated image of a fundraising email from former President Donald Trump contained fake nuclear codes, fact checkers report. So, screenshots shared on social media appear to show Trump fundraising off the FBI's raid in Mar-a-Lago by sharing fake nuclear codes. I've already talked about man being stabbed up to 15 times. Jesus. Why is J.K. Rowling saying about Detroit just going to be people going, oh, she hates trans people over and over again? J.K. Rowling really could have just remain a wealthy, beloved offer for the rest of her life, and she shows Twitter instead. Incredible. I mean, that goes for anyone at all. Like, I'm trying to find someone on your side. But the thing is that no one on your side gets cancelled. Because the people who get cancelled on your side, when they get cancelled, you shift them over to our side, even though we disagree with them. So that Lois Lake Ireland became a beloved hero for millions of women for the rest of her life. Incredible. Well, I mean, this from the 1st of August, so I'm going to assume that you know about the trans stuff, and I'm going to assume that you agree with it, that you are a TERF. Also, I just want to make clear, the first half of that word is good, second half is bad, but it's better than being a trans inclusionary feminist. So yeah, J.K. Rowling is standing up for women. Like, she doesn't want guys pissing in the women's bathrooms because they identify as women. Well, Islam is the religion of peace. If you don't agree, they kill you. Yeah? I mean, not all Muslims, of course, but the radical ones. Said it before, I'll say it again. Islam is not above criticism. Person being stabbed in New York is yet another example of why we must never bow down to censorship or extremism. Yep. Okay, I'm going to assume the religion is going to be the same thing. Oh, is that what we've all been waiting for? An Emily Bronte biopic? I know nothing about Emily Bronte other than she wrote Wuthering Heights, which I know nothing at all about the book other than the title. Also, it's Emma Mackey. I don't care about her. She got famous off of Sex Education, which was a crap show. Okay, I saw this on IMDb last night after the video ended, and I really hope it was going on Twitter so I can talk about it. Megan Thee Stallion ranting to Natalia Dyer over Nancy dumping Steve in Stranger Things. Well, Megan, you shouldn't take it out on the actors, take it out on the writers. Right? Natalia just gets the script and does the job and gets paid and leaves. That's it. Bojo, who still has the Ukraine flag in his profile picture, that's great. Appalled that Sir Salman Rushdie has been stabbed while exercising a right we should never cease to defend. Right now my thoughts are with his loved ones. We're all hoping he is okay. Your government arrests people for tweets. Shut up. I didn't expect the ratio of the PM today. Well, I mean, he's not gonna look at your tweet. With runners getting lifts in cars, races being run through traffic, runners being poisoned by water, and athletes being chased off the track by packs of wild dogs. Let's take a dive at the absolute crap show that was the 1904 Olympic Marathon. I've actually heard about this before because someone posted it on it was like a Tumblr thread that someone posted on Instagram, and it's just, I would want a movie about it, or a show, depending on how long it would be. Because it would be absolutely hilarious, basically. Oh, and I've seen Mark's video on it as well already. But it was like, they had the Olympics in somewhere in America, and planes didn't exist at the time, so the official Olympic like people wasn't there. The president said he wasn't coming, but he basically said he'd be there in spirit. And when I came to the marathon, it was like they didn't close off. It was done on roads, like driving roads, but they didn't close the roads off. So you had to run free traffic, and because it was 1904 roads, the like dirt and all being kicked up by the tires, it was going right into the lungs of the runners, and also 1904 the cars. Like their exhaust is much worse than the exhaust of cars now. And then no water was given apart from one time for the entire marathon. The marathon is like, I don't even know, 20 miles. I don't know. And like the only person I can remember was that there was a guy who he stopped to talk to people and all, and then he like went off track to an apple orchard, ate some rotten apples, got sick because he had rotten apples, had a nap for like an hour, woke up, continued running, and he came 4th place. That's all I'm gonna say. You wanna hear more? Look at Marcus's video, or the Reddit Fred. Or sorry, not Reddit Fred, Tumblr Fred. This is now live. Is that teriyaki chicken and mac? You know it, bro. Minecraft munching noises. What is that? Black raspberry sparkling drink. Right. When did I block this account? I know I read it on the tweets yesterday, but who the hell are these people? Like, I've never heard of them before a couple of days ago. And apparently I blocked them. I'm going to assume that I blocked them. Like, they've gone by a different name when I blocked them. Brett Kavanaugh assassination suspect said he was a sissy slave and trans gamer girl named Sophie in online posts asked how to take out high value targets. See if that's true. The like holding, I don't know, like a sniper will say, right at Brett Kavanaugh's head, and they just, flip the gun around to their own head and pull the trigger because trans people. Frank Castle's got an answer for this. The right's new bogeyman, mysterious pro-abortion rights grip is claiming credit for the acts of vandalism around the country, and right-wing activists and politicians reading it up. What the hell's wrong with the Atlantic? They're calling a literal terrorist group a bogeyman just because people on the right have the temerity to not want to be firebombed. Well, you don't want to die. Ah, pussy. Left is perfectly fine with political violence in the service of their cause and will mock the victims while saying anyone who questions the motives of the FBI is a threat to democracy or whatever. Just imagine that the left wing is Logan Paul in the forest laughing at the dead bodies. That's basically what the left are. Once we start to celebrate ugliness, then we will become ugly too. Top German officials predict that energy ration and riots that will make anti-lockdown unrest look like Sheldon's birthday party in comparison. I swear I read this out. Many people were in tears after person stabbed in the neck in the US. Why is Salman Rushdie so controversial? Sky News almost implying he's partly to blame. Oh, I didn't need the bottom of it there. Don't have anything. Here we go. The literal communist, as she said about herself on Good Morning Britain. Don't have anything particularly clear-headed to say, but the stabbing of Salman Rushdie, though as decades-old ordinance alongside the campaign of threats and intimidation against drag queens in the US, makes it feel like a very grim, dangerous time for artistic expression. Well, what about Dave Chappelle being tackled on stage? And I get that was just a tackle, not being stabbed. But how did you feel about that happening? Because I guarantee it, you're going to say that, oh, it was justified. Or even if you don't say it was justified, you say, oh, well, I don't care about Dave Chappelle. He's a transphobe. Do not ever claim that you stand for free speech, because you don't. Also, another thing that people might want to know about Ash Sarkar. And I pronounce that name weirdly because of my accent. I've never heard Northern Ireland people pronounce her name. It's always the English that I'm here talk about her. Maybe a bit of Scottish. But she made a video where it was like, basically, the population of white people in Britain, or maybe just in London, is going down, but the population of non-white people is going up. And she said that, and then said, so yes, lads, we're winning. It sounds like she wants a race war. Anyway, right, because violent Islamic fanatics are totally comparable to people who have legitimate concerns about drag queens being around kids. Oh yeah, I forgot to point that out. Like, it's a good thing that we're targeting drag queens wanting to be around kids, because that is not a good thing. Trump warrant shows why deep state lied about nuclear secrets. Whoa! Slow down there, Mike. The deep state told us that there's no deep state. Come on. Anyway, this thing was a disgrace. I read for Trump's handwritten notes. What the hell? Nuclear weapons issue is a hoax, just like Russia was a hoax. Two impeachments were a hoax, the Mueller investigation was a hoax, and much more. Same sleazy people involved. Why wouldn't the FBI allow the inspection areas at Mar-a-Lago with our lawyers or others present? Made them wait outside in the heat? Wouldn't let them get even close? Said absolutely not. Planting of information, anyone? Reminds me of a Christopher Steele dossier. Trump accused the FBI of potentially planting evidence. What app is this? Oh, it's I'm gonna guess it's Minds, because it says Retruth there.